Welcome, brave viewers, to a journey through darkness and fear. In this chilling video, we'll reveal the 10 scariest places in the world where the line between the living and the dead blurs. Prepare for a chilling exploration through haunted locations and eerie landscapes that will make you tremble with terror. Let's start. Our first stop is Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Suicide Forest, nestled at the foot of Mount Fuji in Japan. This dense forest has a disturbing reputation, one of the most popular suicide destinations in the world. This remote place is famous for the countless stories of tragedies and mysterious deaths that have occurred there. The history of Aokigahara Forest is steeped in sadness and despair. Hundreds of people have come here with the tragic intention of ending their lives. Some came seeking solitude, hoping to find respite from their inner pains, but ultimately succumbed to the darkness of this grim place. Visitors who have ventured into these woods have often described strange and disturbing phenomena. Unexplained whispers that echo in the wind, fleeting shadows that dance among the trees, and voices that seem to whisper in their ears, pushing them to succumb to the darkness of the forest. During the crossing of the forest, one has the impression of being constantly watched. Some claim to have seen wandering spirits, doomed to wander eternally between the tree trunks, perhaps seeking redemption or peace they never found in their lifetime. But the Aokigahara Forest is not content to imprison the tormented spirits of the deceased. She also has a strange power over those who visit her. Visitors have reported a feeling of oppression, anguish, and despair which intensifies as they go deeper into the depths of the wood. As night falls over Aokigahara Forest, a sinister atmosphere sets in. The shadows lengthen, the noises become more intense, and the imagination starts to work. The branches of the trees scrape the windows of the soul, creating a macabre symphony that haunts the dreams of the unwary. Next on our list is the Island of the Dolls, located in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City. This spooky island is adorned with hundreds of mutilated dolls, hanging from trees and decaying structures. Legends say the dolls are possessed by the spirits of lost souls, creating an eerie and macabre atmosphere. Leaving these woods, one can't help but wonder what really lurks in the depths of Aokigahara Forest. Is it sadness and despair that have permeated every square inch of this land? Or something darker and supernatural? Whatever the truth, Aokigahara Forest remains a place of mystery and suffering, reminding visitors that darkness can take many forms. Next on our list is the Island of the Dead Dolls, located in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City. The Isle of Dead Dolls is a one-of-a-kind place. This spooky island is adorned with hundreds of mutilated dolls, hanging from trees and decaying structures. Legends say the dolls are possessed by the spirits of lost souls, creating a macabre and spooky atmosphere. As we approach this eerie island, an oppressive silence fills the air. The branches of the trees seem to twist and intertwine with the broken limbs of the dolls, creating a scene of horror frozen in time. The history of the Isle of Dead Dolls dates back several decades. Its guardian, Don Julian Santana, was a man haunted by a tragic event. Convinced that the dolls had the power to drive away malevolent spirits, he began collecting them and hanging them all over the island. But over the years, this collection has turned into a real nightmare. The dolls, once innocent, seem to come to life. Their glazed eyes watch you, their distorted smiles challenge you. Some even claim to have heard demonic laughter echoing among the branches. Visitors who dare to venture to this cursed island report supernatural encounters. The dolls seem to change position, their arms move, and some whisper ominous words in the dark. Eerie shadows creep between the trees, as icy winds whisper secrets long buried. The atmosphere is heavy with invisible presences, dark forces that seem to feed on the fear and terror of visitors. The Island of Dead Dolls is much more than just a collection of abandoned toys. She is imbued with a malevolent energy, an unhealthy aura that penetrates minds and disturbs souls. Some even say the dolls are possessed by the spirits of lost children. As we leave this grim island, we are haunted by images of the dead dolls, their empty eyes and distorted smiles. The Isle of Dead Dolls will forever remain a place of nightmares, a place where the line between the real and the supernatural blurs. Beneath the bustling streets of the City of Light hides a forgotten world, a kingdom beyond. The catacombs of Paris house the bones of millions of souls, carefully arranged in endless galleries. As we venture deeper into the catacombs, the air becomes sweltering and the cold and dark ambience is felt. The walls are adorned with esoteric symbols and disturbing graffiti, testimonies of reckless explorers who defied the ban to dive into the bowels of the earth. Some say tormented spirits roam these halls, seeking the peace they never found in their lifetime. Horrible and disturbing stories emerge from the depths of these dungeons. Solitary explorers have been found, lost forever in the meanders of the catacombs. This is the case of Philibert Aspert. It is said that, seeking to expand his subterranean kingdom, he ventured ever deeper into the catacombs of Paris, but eventually got lost, doomed to wander forever among bones and sinister shadows. The spirits of the catacombs are capricious and playful. Testimonials tell of whispering voices calling out to visitors, fleeting visions of emaciated figures in the dark, sensations of icy hands brushing the skin. As we make our way through the endless mazes, anxiety sets in, the certainty of being watched grows. The walls seem to come closer, the shadows twist, and the mind wonders if we are really alone in these mythical places. The Paris catacombs are a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the power of death. As we emerge from this darkness, we are forever marked by the memories of these haunted galleries, these sinister echoes that will haunt us long after we leave these places. Get ready for our fifth stop, the island of Poveglia in Italy, known as the Island of Madness. This deserted island once served as a quarantine station for plague victims, then became a psychiatric hospital. Legends tell of tormented spirits and the sounds of heartrending screams that still echo through the decaying ruins. Now abandoned, it is renowned for its disturbing paranormal phenomena. Over the past centuries, Poveglia has been the scene of unimaginable tragedies. It is said that the island was used as a kind of a mass grave where corpses were burned to prevent the spread of epidemics. The cries of the victims still seem to echo today in the stagnant air of the island. Macabre stories emerge from the depths of Poveglia. The island is said to have also been the site of a grim mental asylum, where cruel and inhumane experiments were carried out on patients. The tormented spirits of these forgotten souls would still haunt the dilapidated buildings. Visitors who dare to venture onto the island recount terrifying experiences. Shifting shadows creep among the ruins, unintelligible whispers fill the air, and a feeling of oppression fills the place, as if the darkness itself clings to your soul. Do you want to visit it? Be aware that access to the island is limited and controlled by the Italian authorities. Due to its abandoned island status and disturbing reputation, tourist visits are not permitted. Now, let's explore the haunted corridors of Bangor Fort in Rajasthan, India. This abandoned fortress is infamous for its paranormal activities and the curse that surrounds it. According to legend, a curse was cast on this once prosperous place, condemning anyone who spent the night there to a terrible death. The ruins of Bangor bear the weight of inexplicable tragedies and mysteries. Stories circulate of strange nocturnal activities, ghostly apparitions, and whispering voices of daring visitors. Locals avoid Bangor Fort after sunset, fearing the vengeful spirits that roam its decrepit corridors. It is said that bloody sacrifices took place here in the past, leaving a dark imprint on stone walls and tormented spirits. Reckless visitors who dare to defy the ban bear witness to terrifying events. Sensations of invisible presences, spectral apparitions, and strange noises populate their experiences, plunging the daring into a waking nightmare. Our seventh destination takes us to the Hoia Forest in Transylvania, Romania. Known as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania, this forest is shrouded in mystery. Intrepid visitors who have dared to enter its depths have reported unexplainable experiences, encounters with supernatural beings, and unexplained effects on their mental and physical health. Do you dare to venture into its ominous embrace? UFO sightings, mysterious disappearances, and time warp phenomena have been reported in this bewitching forest. Gnarled and twisted trees seem to whisper ancient curses, while areas of total silence create an oppressive atmosphere. Hoia is also famous for its fairy circles, areas of burnt and trampled vegetation that defy rational explanation. Some claim these circles are portals to other dimensions, while others associate them with supernatural manifestations. Visitors to Hoia Forest report strange symptoms, such as nausea, headaches, and a feeling of tightness. Some even say they have been followed by threatening shadows or have been shrouded in an atmosphere of indescribable terror. Now we invite you to discover the mystery and horror that surrounds Hauska Castle in the Czech Republic. This castle is much more than just a medieval fortress. He is the guardian of a terrible secret, built on a site considered a door to hell. For centuries, this castle has been the scene of horrible events and supernatural phenomena. It is said that under the castle is a bottomless pit, supposed to be a direct passage to the infernal abysses. Testimonies describe strange creatures rising from this chasm and haunting the dark corridors, spreading terror among those who dare approach. Exorcist priests were said to have been called in to free the castle from the demonic forces that haunted it. Mysterious rituals are said to have been performed to seal the cursed well, but supernatural manifestations persist, testifying to the horror that resides within these walls. Brave visitors who have dared to enter the gates of Hauska Castle have witnessed ghostly apparitions, whispering voices, and unexplained phenomena. Some say they have felt an evil presence watching them and feeling unbearable oppression. The Chernobyl exclusion zone in Ukraine is a grim land, frozen in time since the disaster that occurred in 1986. The aftermath of the nuclear reactor explosion turned this region into a radioactive nightmare, abandoned by mankind. The once bustling streets of the cities of Pripyat and Chernobyl are abandoned and taken over by nature, while the dilapidated buildings bear witness to the tragedy that unfolded here. Abandoned objects, frozen in time, recall the life that was brutally interrupted. Radiation levels are still extremely high in the area, making it an extremely dangerous place to visit. Strange and inexplicable phenomena occur here. Stealthily moving shadows, silent footsteps, ghostly apparitions. Reckless visitors have reported terrifying experiences. Nature itself seems to have been affected by the disaster. Mutated animals roam the contaminated woods, and an aura of desolation hangs over the area. Every dark corner hides deadly secrets and silent reminders of the human tragedy that unfolded here. Let's go to an abandoned island off the coast of Japan, Hashima Island. This island has stories that will chill your blood. Hashima Island, also known as Ghost Island, was once a thriving industrial center. But today, it is abandoned, transformed into a gloomy and sinister place. Ruined buildings stand like silent tombs, bearing witness to a forgotten past. This island has been the scene of untold tragedy and suffering. The workers forced to work there in inhumane conditions experienced hell on earth. Their cries of despair still echo in the icy winds that sweep across the island, imbuing the place with an aura of doom. Hashima's abandoned buildings hide dark secrets. Stories of oppression, suicides, and ghosts haunt these decrepit walls. Eerie shadows moving stealthily and whispering voices in the silence add to the oppressive atmosphere of the island. But that's not all. The island's underground tunnels, once used for coal mining, are now shrouded in utter darkness. The narrow, stuffy corridors echo with ghostly footsteps and eerie noises, defying rational explanation. This is one of the most mysterious and spooky places in the United States, the Winchester House. Prepare to be captivated by the dark and disturbing history of this enigmatic mansion. The Winchester House, located in San Jose, California, is the result of an obsessive obsession and inexplicable paranormal phenomena. Construction of this house began in 1884 and continued unabated for almost 38 years. Sarah Winchester, the owner of the house, was believed to be haunted by the spirits of those killed by the Winchester guns. She believed that the perpetual construction of the house would protect her from vengeful spirits. The rooms of the house are a maze of confusing hallways, stairs that lead nowhere, and doors that open into walls. Some say that Sarah Winchester deliberately designed these items to deceive the spirits and prevent them from finding her. But that's not all. Visitors and employees of the Winchester household have reported terrifying supernatural phenomena. Ghostly apparitions, inexplicable noises, and mysteriously moving objects have been observed in the dark hallways of this enigmatic mansion. Stories of whispers, self-closing doors, and disturbing visions haunt the testimonies of brave visitors. There you go, we've run through the 10 spookiest places in the world, each with their own dark mystery and sinister aura. Whether you are a thrill seeker or simply curious about the dark forces that lurk in the shadows, These places will undoubtedly leave you with a sense of fascination mixed with dread. Be prepared to face your deepest fears as you venture into these places where the unexplained becomes reality. We hope you enjoyed this eerie experience and are ready to face the unknown. Keep in mind that even in the deepest darkness, there is always a glimmer of adventure that shines. Good luck, and remember, fear is sometimes our best ally.